Welcome back to another episode of Filthy Casual Fermentations. On today's episode, we're going to be making the Hot Toddy. It's getting cold out there, folks, and we're going to need something to warm us up and get us through this winter. This is actually one of my favorite drinks because it has about 1,000 different spellings for the drink, and neither one is right or wrong. It also has about 1,000 different recipes for this drink. Again, neither of them are right or wrong, and I encourage you to put your own recipe in the comments section. So, one of the other reasons I like this drink is because I believe it's also a cure-all for all things that ail you. And I wasn't the only one that thought that. Back in the 1850s, a doctor in Edinburgh, famously known as Dr. Toddy, also believed that and prescribed it to all his patients. I think this winter, if you got a cold, just keep drinking the toddies and get casually drunk all the way through. But that's actually not where the first origins will have you go with this drink, even though many people believe that. But in Edinburgh, Scotland, it showed up in a poem around 1750s because the well in Edinburgh was called the Tod Well. But more famously known now is about the toddy in India, which is a beverage made from fermented palm sap. And they say that's where the first sips of the toddy came from. But let's get into it ourselves. So right away, I'm going to be making my simplest of recipes. So when you get home and you see the toddy, these ingredients really should be in your house. You can just make it right away. So I'm going to start with honey. I like to kind of glaze my glass with the honey. I don't want to this time around get too filthy with it, but just enough to have its presence known. I'm going to take my bourbon, get that right in there as well. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice in there. You can buy some of just the lemon juice. I happen to make a fresh lemon with it. Either works as well. And then we've got our hot water. And with that hot water, I just like to get it around. Really want to melt that honey into the drink. Really kind of get it going. Now, I realize I've forgotten. If my filthy casual assistant can grab me a cinnamon stick over there, I like to use that as a special thing. Actually, I think I can reach over. I'll grab it, get ourselves one, swirl it up. Not every time you need a cinnamon stick, but we're being filthy and casual today on our show, so let's use that cinnamon stick to kind of swirl, and then I like to get one last little casual dollop in there before we get at it. So cheers you all to your first, or at least my first hot toddy of the season. It's hot. Yeah, and I burnt my tongue. Whew. Well, folks, it's another episode of Filthy Casual Fermentations. Until next week.